Hey, good morning, everyone. Oh, hold on one second. I'm back. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Please let me know you can hear me. So I put my earphones on or whatever. Hello, here, Dario. How are you? Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Shalom. Good morning, everyone. Looking to go live. Jeremy, make sure you know you can hear me. Want to thank the Olympic Board for letting me take a 30-minute break to go live. So we got good lighting and you can hear me. This could be a good day. Let's get right to the questions. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll hit on there. How about this one? How's life? Amazing. I'm in the middle of a miracle. And I'm allowing myself to control the four things that I control. One, the mindset that I'm in the middle of a miracle. So I'm looking to see how this restart, right? I'm not going to build it on this. I'm not rebuilding anything. I'm restarting. I'm doing inventory of everything I can to make it better. Some of you know with my business, I have a chief betterment officer that his entire job is to go around all day long and see how he can make everything better. The people in the business better, the facilities better, all the systems better. You need to be your own chief betterment officer. All right, listen to me. You need to be your chief betterment officer. You need to see, as if I was restarting today, what would I do differently and better? So everybody out there, put the big CBO on your closet doors, if that's where you're working out of, like me, and go ahead and be your chief betterment officer. Secondly, I am controlling my feelings. That's the second thing I control over my mindset, and I'm going to feel good. Right? I'm going to share happiness. Happiness is the most viral disease, shared only by witnesses, and it also strengthens your immune system. I'm also going to control not only what I say, and I'm going to say constructive, positive things, but also what I hear. I'm going to limit the amount of inundation of negative words that I'm going to hear in people and ideas. I'm going to go seek what I want in a positive fashion to get stable data. I'm not going to hide from the facts, but I'm going to seek them myself. And then finally, our actions, right? I'm going to act according to those values that I take inventory of. So Chief Better Woman Officer. I love it. The CBWO. Thank you, Nancy. Accordingly, let's go live and see who's here, and we'll get right to it. Been waiting for Denny. Josh, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Laura, thank you so much. Hello. Hello. All right, we got black screen.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Aisha, I can't see you. I'm going to have to drop you and get somebody
Yep.
else.
Sorry. Yes.
No problem. Yeah, we're blacked out. Darn it. Heavy, how are you? Let's go. Chief Empowerment Officer, Mikey. Thank you. Very good. Jake, are you on here, my friend? Let's get, if anyone having Friday trainings, free trainings you could register for, go ahead and text me at 949-298-2905 to register for that. Let's get to the next question. We'll get on it. What do you do when you are stressed? First of all, I get stressed every day, the same as anybody else. What I do is I make a practice of ending fear. So I wake up in the morning and I find my highest frequency, my highest self, my highest energy, my highest vibration, all of those things for me via meditation. But moreover, can you do the same for what you love to do? And then I codify that as a baseline for the day. And if anything causes me to vary from that trajectory, I stop, drop, and roll. I stop and ask myself why, identify what ego-based emotion it is. It could be a need to be right, a need to be offended, a need to be separate, inferior, superior. It doesn't matter. And then what I do is I breathe utilizing the Wim Hof method of breathing, actually. And he has a nice 40-day quarantine challenge for free. And then from there, I roll in the trajectory of the objectives that I have for the day. So let's go try to go live again with somebody else. Fabulous 1850 sounds good. Keep on coming, everybody. I'm trying to get to everybody. Thank you very, very much. Really looking forward to what's going on. Thank you very much. We're connecting here. There he is. Hi. How are you? Where are you calling from? Nigeria? Oh, your volume's bad, my friend. Your volume's bad. You got a question for me?
Yeah, I'm your fan. I used to talk to you that. But since you always
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm going to have to cancel that out. Hey, if you're going to join me, buddy, let's make sure we have good connections. I know this is hard. How can we stay certain during uncertain times? Brad, thank you for that question. Look, if you are uncertain, go to the things that are certain, right? That's how we stay certain. The four things: mindset, feelings, what we say and hear, and then also what we do. Find certainty by taking inventory in what you do have and how you're going to make it better. We mentioned earlier, Chief Betterment Officer. That's what we're going to get to and stay at when we're uncertain. Let's see here. Let's go to the next question. Can you talk about what the various values are, experience, mental, etc.? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's go slowly through those. When I take inventory of my values, there's four values that I take inventory of. One is my personal values. So my personal values are my character, integrity, health, love, all of those different things that are personal to me that I want my day to be fulfilled with, that I want to control and have certainty on. And so I look to see where those values lie, my personal values for the day. The next is experiential, not experimental, experiential. So what do I want to experience today? Do I want to sit in my closet all day and help people? That could be the experience that I want. Or do I want to sit and run around the block? Whatever it is that are according to your values, and get clarity, balance, and focus on what you want experientially for the day for those values. Then you have your giving values. How are we going to make room for what we want by giving, by being of value of service, using student your calendar, do it now, a bunch of pragmatic ways. And then receiving values, making sure that we can only give what we have, and we're creating a flow, we're speeding up, right? Everything. Money's not disappearing right now, it's just slowing down. So we need to receive it, add value to it, and give it away. These are great things. Once again, we will go in more detail Friday for training for all of these issues. So I give a free training on Friday. Come and register. Best way is go ahead, text me at 949-298-2905, or just reach out to David at dmeltzer.com. I know a lot of you are volunteering to help. I really appreciate every single one of you that have emailed me, text me, DM me how you could be of service. We have a big effort, a mission to spread happiness. So go ahead, reach out to me if you want to provide help as well. The best thing, if you are feeling anxious, by the way, is to go ahead and help somebody else. It is the most positive thing that you can do. Let's see here. Keep on joining people. We will get somebody online here. Have great value. I'm writing the ideas down as fast as I can. Good. Well, join us too. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. What question you got for us for our community?
My question is that I'm 27 years old, right? I have a little brother. He's God. I have so much so very excited right now. I can't even speak. But I have a little brother that's 14 years old, and I just want to say how do I motivate him to to do or to be better at life. Me growing up, I had very low self-esteem. But as I grew older, I was able to, with my life experiences and doing things, I was able to gain more confidence. But I just want to be able to help my little brother.
Hey, cool. Yeah, let me just tell you real fast. You just got to inspire him by being a good example, and by allowing him to learn and motivate him to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of his potential. I'm gonna have to drop you real quick. We got a special guest. Hang on, all right, brother?
All right.
You'll love this. Thank you. Hey, I just saw the man, the myth is online here. Let's let him join. I'm gonna go live. Let's see here. We got a surprise for everybody. I love when people just join me here. Thank you, Ja Rule in the house. There he is.
Dave, what's good, baby? What's happening?
Oh, my energy just went up.
Yeah, man. How you making out during this crazy time, man?
Happy, healthy, and strong.
That's right. That's right.
Strong.
How's the family? Everybody good?
Everybody good? How about you?
Everybody's good, man. We over here, trying to stay corona free, man. This is the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my lifetime. I'm only 44, so I haven't experienced it all, but this is pretty crazy.
I'm 52. I'm 52, and I've never seen anything like it. But what are you focusing in on? What are you focusing in on now with the expedited changes?
Man, I got my company Icon, so it's a booking platform. And so I had to really pivot with that because there's no bookings going to be going on
Right.
for a minute.
Just online booking.
Just online bookings and stuff like that, man. And what we're doing here, trying to, interact with our fans and stuff. But I pivoted a little bit and I created what I'm calling iConnect, which is basically IG Live meets Zoom meets our own little thing now that I've created. And with iConnect, you can do cash connects and charitable connects as well. So if we were on here and we wanted to put up our thing and people wanted to give money to the COVID Foundation or whatever charity we put up, you can do those through iConnect and stuff like that and raise money for good causes.
It's interesting because a lot of people look at things as pivoting, rebuilding, especially if they were in a business, being the sports, part of what I do, sports marketing and events. But I tell people, man, look at your inventory as if you're starting over, because when we get through all this, you may have a better business, a bigger business, and a different business that you never thought of before. In other words, this is pushing you to something bigger and better that can reach far more people and still have your other original idea as well.
I really feel, what I've done with the platform and how we're moving forward, when we're building right now, there's going to be way better than it was before. So you're absolutely right about that.
The other thing you and I have experienced, being a little bit more experienced, a little bit more weathered, let's just say, but resilience. You know what I mean? Like people, I've been telling people for years, you got to learn toughness and telephone, right? People they're not getting on the telephone and they're not tough. You are the king of resilience. I've been a friend of yours and admirer of yours because life doesn't always work out the way we want it to. We're not always born into the situation we want to be, but those people that have a desire to must be what they can be are the ones that are successful. And you are an icon for must being what you can be. What are some of the tips for resilience to keep that strong mental attitude and be able to act upon it?
I mean, resilience comes from here first. It starts right here in the heart. You know what I mean? You really gotta believe in yourself and be overly confident at times in your abilities to navigate through these murky waters. And that's important because there's a lot of naysayers out there. People will give you their negative input more than the positivity. So it's really up to the individual, Dave. I've seen guys. It's one of the great things I like to think about when I talk about resilience and just happiness in life. And you just never know is the Dave Chappelle stand up that he did, and he talks about Andrew Zimmer and how his life, he had such a great life. Excuse me, Bourdain. And he had such a great life, and you would think on the outside looking in, and obviously he was dealing with some things. It's just you just never know. You know what I mean? And in life, you just gotta put your best foot forward every time, man, and keep pushing.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. The mindset, we were talking earlier, you can control your mindset, you control what you do, you control your feelings. But the other thing you control really well, and I used you as a mentor for this, I always worried about what other people thought of me, right? And kind of when I got into your background, you and I met, and I did some more research. I love the fact that you kind of always have voted for what you want, and you've owned the mistakes that you've made, and you've been true to yourself. You know, right now, I think too many people are listening to the wrong thing, right? They're not listening to themselves, which means they can't act like themselves or for themselves or through themselves. You know, did you have some like framework or some kind of, you know, tricks of the trade when people would, you know, haters out there, people would talk, or, you know, all this negative energy around you? What did you
You
use to
know,
stay positive?
I'm kind of weird like that, Dave. I like it. It's like fuel to my foot. It's like logs you throw in the fire. You know what I mean? It's like I like that because I feel as though those people, they keep you on your toes. They keep you wanting to do more, wanting to be better. You know, so I have so many projects right now in the works that are coming in the next, you know, 6 months. Well, hopefully they're coming very soon now that we're all stuck in the house. But it gives me more time to work on those projects, be more, you know, diligent on the things that I've been kind of procrastinating on, you know, a little bit too, because we're out and about, we're moving, and we're so busy. So, you know, I'm getting a chance to really work and sit down and saddle up and get ready for the second coming after we allowed to come outside.
That's amazing. You know, I'm doing free trainings on Friday, and I'm always kind of looking for topics that other people see people needing to know or learn about. Are there some topics that come to mind that you're seeing through your big following that people are asking you about?
I mean, people are really concerned about this pandemic that we're going through. You know, I think that's really, really people's main concern. And in the background, after you know, stop thinking about, am I going to die from Corona? Then you start to think about the other things that are setting in, the trickle down effect. You know, the financial aspect of it all. You know, it's really crushing our economy. So it's a lot to deal with, and I think right now at this time, people, this is the time for America to really show how special we are as a people, how we can unite and be together and not be racially divided and divided by, you know, money and economic, you know, things. So this is a great time for us to show the strength of the human race, you know.
Yeah, and unification. I think that's great. Like how to unify and build from here or restart from here is great. You know, with the context, you know, it's interesting. I'm looking at driving on the freeways in California is always, I joke around, the most dangerous thing you're ever going to do. You know what number, you know, I'm looking for that would put people at peace about the death toll, right? The death toll is high, but I wonder like how many deaths aren't occurring because we're all inside. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I know thousands of people are not dying on the freeway right now that normally die. I like to focus in on like a race car driver, the road in front of me, and see, okay, the unification's a big one. You know, kids especially, they've seen divisiveness over the last few years, racial divisiveness, sex, all the different areas, the differences. Instead of, I see social media as a way to unify. That's what I like about esports, right? Esports is a great equalizer.
Yeah.
Men, women, short, tall, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can win. I don't think he needs arms and legs anymore. You can still win in esports.
Right.
You know, so the great equalizer could be this awakening that's going on right now. As we're doing, when we're through all of this, you know, there's going to be what they call a new normal, a different way. What's the number one thing that you've learned that you're going to change when we're able to go outside and hang out together?
Oh man, you know what? I've been talking about it and making jokes about it on Twitter and stuff. But social distancing is something we need to keep practicing as we move forward.
I love that's so good.
You know, you know, as you do too, Dave. You go out and about, you meet a lot of people, you touch a lot of hands. You know, so I find myself getting sick more than the normal guy. You know what I mean? So I think I will practice a little bit more of these habits that we're now forming. I think I'll keep some of them in play. Yeah, definitely.
That's good. I always say I was just blessed when I was young. I dated all the wrong girls, so I built up a huge immunity system.
You and me both, man.
There's always a silver lining in everything that we do. Last question, real quick, and I'll let you get back to work. What do you think the silver lining is going to be, though, coming out of this?
I think the silver lining is going to be that people will be a little more decent to each other, hopefully, a little more respectful to each other. You know, knowing that we're all in this together. You know, this is put everybody on an even playing field. You know, and you see it from the big celebrities that are getting sick to politicians to everybody. You know, and this is not discriminating. It's young, old, everybody. So I think, you know, just common decency, I hope, comes out of this. That, you know, people, you know, or even online, you know, online is so crazy and people are just so quick to, you know, be nasty with each other. You know, I hope that this time shows, you know, a little bit, brings a little more love and unity and into the fray. So I'll be happy if that happens.
Well, I can't wait to see you, buddy. Anything I can do to help you, come join me on Friday. I got a free training. I'd love to have you on there. Your friends.
Dave, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna pop up, man. I'm gonna pop up.
All
Today's
right,
my
cool.
son's birthday. My youngest son's birthday. Yeah, he's 17 today. So you know, I'm getting the pool open today early. So
nice.
You know, we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have a little fun out here and relax a little bit.
I had my daughter's 21st birthday last week. I introduced her to Jägermeister.
Good old Jaeger.
Jaeger Dave is back for one night only.
Yeah, that's right.
I had her in the bathroom by 8:30 p.m. It was a short night for her.
Hilarious, yo. That is hilarious.
All right, well, enjoy the birthday. Come visit me. Let's check out online. Anything you do, let me know.
Dave, I appreciate you, man. Love you, bro.
Love you. Take care, brother.
All right, man.
The great Ja Rule. You can listen to him anytime, huh? Whether we are social distancing or not. Big ups to him. Remember, everybody, we got free training on Friday. Love to have everybody join me. We can go ahead at 949-298-2905. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and pin that. I've been waiting for Jake. There he is. We'll go ahead and pin that for you. Thank you, Jake. Jake's learning all kinds of lessons, and the lessons keep on coming until we learn them. Hopefully working for me doesn't result in pain. I'm trying to pin it, and it won't let me. How cool is that? Sorry, everybody. Hey, Trey, I see you on there. All right, I'm going to try to pin that 949-298-2905. Go ahead and try it one more time. Let it go. Let's go see. Let's answer a few more questions. We got a little bit of time before I have to go back onto a board meeting. They're gracious enough to allow me to go. When did you feel your life transform into true success? When I learned to love everything I did. The key to my success wasn't the millions of dollars, wasn't the jobs that I've held, all the things that other people think create success and why they look up or down at me. For me, it's when I made the switch to learn to love everything I do and taking the time to focus in on learning to love. Look, you know, most people love some part of what they do. Listen to me. Whether you're a professional athlete, an entertainer like Ja Rule, whatever you are, movie maker, or you're working, picking up trash, doesn't matter. There's a portion of what you love to do without learning. The key to life is learning to do the other percentage, right? 70, 80, 90%, whatever it is, you got to learn to love to do that. And you can go ahead, learn to love everything you do. You'll be success in everything you do. And I guarantee that. Let's go ahead, take the next question on here. What's our stance on people, family, business shutting down? Think they'll ever get back up. Some will, some won't, right? Some will, some won't. That's going to be the truth. The business itself, the people, the businesses, etc., that will get back up are the ones that are taking inventory now, being certain about the 4 things they can control: their mindset, their feelings, what they hear, what they say, and what they do. Asking for help. There's a variety of different ways to make sure you will be standing, but some people won't, right? Some people won't. Some people need a lesson, and they are going to learn the lesson to control what they can and to have a positive attitude and to make the most of negative things and allowing it to push them into better situations. I would say more millionaires were made during the Depression. Bob Proctor told me that than any other time. Why is that? Because the people that knew how to allow the negativity, the pendulum swinging too far, to push them into success. But you've got to learn to love what you do. That's the key, absolutely, to anybody's success. Let's go ahead and answer another question here. More specifically, my catering business will pop even more after this, promise you. Now there, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly, that's the attitude. But how can the catering business do now? What about virtual catering, right? What about delivering people maybe, having, 17-year-old birthday parties, 17-year-old birthday parties like Ja Rule's son today? And what about virtual? Let's start thinking how we can do things, figuring it out the best way that we can do it. We would love it. So thank you very much, everyone. Let's got a few more on here. Let's get a few more questions here, arrowing down. Money, relationships, family, responsibility. Prioritize if they go different ways from one another. Yeah, every day I prioritize. I take inventory every single day of my personal, experiential, giving and receiving value. So what I do is have an adaptable routine. And that routine is, number one, a minimum of an hour a day on my health. Notice, minimum of an hour a day on my health, minimum of 30 minutes with my wife, minimum 30 minutes with my son who's 9, minimum of 2 minutes a day with each of my teenage daughters, and I have 3 of them. And I asked for 5, by the way, and a minimum of 1 minute a day with my mom, and then a minimum now of an hour a day reaching out to people I haven't talked to since my life has changed, and I now can take root and contacting and seeking the people I want to be around with, the ideas that I want to have. And so you too can create your values with that list and give it a minimum amount of time. If you're starting to build those habits and disciplines, lower the bar. The body, mind, and soul reacts to consistent behavior. 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. Works within the continuum, right? We input about 10,000 new data points a day through our thoughts, our physical being, eyes, ears, mouth, nose. They're inaccurate in our memory. So those 10,000 thoughts go to the subconscious mind, where 40,000 of the same thoughts exist every day that you access. And that actually will create a frequency for you, will activate your DNA. DNA is passed down from at least 4 generations, great grandparents, grandparents, parents to you. And so you have an innate potential that you need to pursue. Samir, good to see you as well, my friend. Elizabeth, I saw you on there, my dear. Welcome. If you're starting a business from ground zero, what do you focus on first to grow the business? Money, 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 money. Then culture. In order to have a business, it needs to make money. It needs to stay in business. It needs to make money either via you investing in yourself, or getting you to invest in the business, or others to invest in the business. What do you mean invest in yourself, Dave? I mean, sleep in a goddamn car if you have to, right? Not, people call it sacrifice. I call it invest in yourself. So invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest, and you can stay in business and then evolve. It takes about 17 and a half years to be an overnight success. And what happens in 10 years will be 20 on average. There's anomalies, right? The LeBron James in the world out there, but usually it takes about 17 and a half years. First 10 years, you get 25% of the way there. Next 5 years, you get 50% of the way there. Next 2.5 years, you get to 100% of the way there. Then it's 1 in 7 ace to get to 200%, and so on and so on. Notice the time diminishes and the success goes up. That's what creates the hockey stick. That's how people are successful. Here's the sad thing. 1% of the people only survive the first 10 years. That's because 99% are quitters. They don't enjoy, they haven't learned to love what they're doing. They don't enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of their potential. So 99% quit by 10 years, 99% of the 1% quit after 5 years, which leaves the 1% of the 1% to be overnight successes in an average of 17 and a half years. This is the time to start your 17 and a half years. Listen to me. This is the time. This is the time either to get a head start or to catch up. This is the time. This is the time that if you take control of your mindset, what you hear and what you say, your feelings and what you do, if this is the time that you take inventory, this is the time that you start fresh. This is the time that you get focused and learn how to love what you do and to stay positive. You will either have a head start or you will catch up. You are only 17 and a half years from being 100% of the way there, and then 200, 400, 800. And that just doesn't apply to business. That could be relationships or anything else you want. But you got to be consistent and persistent and learn to love it. Learn to love it every day. Look for the light, the love, and the lessons. Know that you're connected at all times to those things, and you're interfering and corroding it. Know that if you're connected to that, you can allow it to come through you, and you can appreciate it. Add value with everything that you have, the capabilities that are synergistic and supplementary to doing what you want to do, and then allow it to clear the connection to other people. Come learn these things on Friday. I have a free training for everyone. We can have discussion, Q&A. Text me at 949-298-2905 to register. Reach out to me, david@dmeltzer.com. So many of you reaching out to help me on my mission to spread the virus of happiness. It's witnessed driven. It's the most viral of all viruses of all time. Join me in pursuing this together. Go ahead. My email is david@dmeltzer.com. My text is 949-298-2905. Please join me. More than happy to help you. Everybody, tomorrow I'll be on 8 a.m. again. We'll go on LinkedIn Live this afternoon. Plenty of great podcasts on the playbook. Join me. If you need anything, let me know how I could be of service. But most importantly, be kind to your future self and do good deeds.